Hello everyone, welcome to Man Manga Boy read some manga. This manga time, my manga. Okay, we got our usual blams. 2, 4, 6, 7, and then 9, and then 10, and then 12 mangas. The usual. I also just wanted to say, thank you very much for the 1,000 views. Wait, 1,000 subs? That's what it was. Anyways, people have wanted me to do a giveaway. Well, I think like maybe 1 or 2 people wanted me to do a giveaway, but I think everybody likes to give away. Done in the past, but like people didn't say they want anything, so I was like, okay. But let me know down below what you guys would like. Do you guys want like a gift card? Do you guys want like a manga volume? Do you guys what is it that you people are interested these days? The youth, I just can't keep up. You know, one day I'm like watching Chuck E. Cheese. He's a rat, and now he's like this little Minnie Mouse. I don't get it. I can't follow the pulp culture. Anyways, we got Blam. Okay, we got Blam. 4, 5, 6. The Electro Fishers Escape. So I totally bungled my Blam reading people this week, so I'm going to talk about that last. And then instead we're going to talk about Pandora Hearts Volume 4. So Pandora Hearts Volume 4 was a lot of fun. Why are you when she was very good, Alice? See, I think it was like a sing-songy voice. So we learn a little bit more about One Eye. We also learn a little bit about the one-shot. We get the one-shot in here, which is kind of neat. Need to have that in here. So we get that nice little one-shot from, we get the nice information from Xerxes. We get a little bit more information about Alice. More information about Cheshire. More information about the Baskervilles. It's like we're starting to get involved in some things. I'm still not like in it to win it because there's a lot of exposition still, but it's definitely more interesting. As always, the art is very beautiful and very nice looking, so I do like that. But yeah, I am still interested to see when this becomes super good because it's definitely better. Before it wasn't too bad, but the problem is it's like I keep reading it and it's a lot of exposition constantly, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, there was some action in this, which is good, but I'm like, when does this all kind of move into motion? Like, how is this all? It's like I'm learning the law of math, right? But it's like, when am I going to solve a math problem here? Because right now there's no math problem. They're just like explaining to me the theory of math and how you would add these numbers together. And if you counted them, they would actually equal the same number as the sum. And I'm like, okay, I get the basics. Please just tell me, where are we going with this? So that's my main thing with Pandora Hearts right now, is I'm getting a lot of exposition. I understand that things are happening and that they're kind of happened. And so I kind of want to know what's happening with this information. How a Realist Rebuilt the Kingdom, Volume 2, aka 3 and 4. How a Realist Rebuilt the Kingdom is actually a lot of action information. Oh, look at that. You guys got a nice hot tub scene. There you go. So we get this cool magic. We get a lot of magic. A lot of different races in here. We get the dragons fighting. We have pretty much everybody on Alliance. And we also fight, I think his name was Gregor. This guy. We beat him. And that was pretty cool. So I had a good time reading through this. I really am enjoying the series quite a lot. We're seeing a ton of magic, a ton of different races, a ton of different technologies. Dragons flying the submarine now. And we've got little puppets that trick people. I think that's pretty funny too. You can see that this is not in the story, but it would be really cool if it was. Anyways, I do really enjoy the series a lot. I can't believe how much I've let it just sit on my shelf, because I'm like, whoa, there's your spread eagle. There you go. But yeah, so really interesting to see how our main character's powers are evolving. Also really interesting to see how the world's evolving. We have Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest, Volume 10. Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest continues to be really good. We find ourselves in a new town. The new town has these new quests. We have to level up from like the lowest rank to the highest rank, and so we are blowing everybody's mind by doing this all at once. I'm having a blast with it. Anyways, that was a good sneeze. You gotta stop. How do you stop sneezing? How? Somebody tell me. Anyways, how come this is so good, but when I watch the anime, it is so rushed? You know, this is like really cool to see how these characters are evolving. And well, I mean, I guess they're not really evolving, but they are. I mean, they show off how they're like, oh, this would have like really been hard if we were like starting our quest from the beginning, because they're reminiscing, because now they're kind of starting the quest over. So when they're like, oh, when we first did this was like really hard. Now it's like a cakewalk. And we also have these higher level monsters that even our main character man here is apparently going to have a hard time to fight. So he's like, all right, so he's got no more than 10 minutes and he's going to use all of his MP. And I'm like, whoa, that sounds cool. So yeah, I'm really liking Strongest Stage with the Weakest Crest right now. It's very interesting, and Volume 11 can't come out soon enough. Anyways, here's my fun story about Blam. So my wife had her friends over for Valentine's Day, okay? And so she was like, they'll be gone by 4. And I'm like, good, because my book club's at 4:30, as always. And she has to go to work. My wife has to go to work. No, sorry, my book reading's at 6:30. Book club meeting. My wife's got work for 4:30, so she's got to leave around 4. And so her friends came over for Valentine's Day, which is all fine and good. You know, we had a good time. We had fun. We played some games, and then all of a sudden, like, I have a solar meeting, and one of my wife's friends he works in solar installations. Okay. And so we go upstairs to do a solar thing, and Charlie's friends my wife's friends are like, yeah, we'll probably leave when you leave. And so I was like, oh, do you want to go do the solar meeting with me? And he was like, yeah. And then we come back downstairs, and they're like still chatting, having a good time. So I'm like, okay, let me show off the basement, because I'm working on my basement still. And so I'm like, blah, 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 basement. And then it's like 6 o'clock, and we're hanging out, and we're just chatting still. And I'm like, wait a minute. I am probably not going to make my 6:30 meeting because my wife's friends are still here. And I'm like, and they are not budging to leave. So I'm like, okay, I got to message these people. So I'm like, sorry, my wife's friends aren't leaving yet. They came over and she said they would be gone at like 4:30, but here they still are. It's like 6:30 almost. And I know it's a weird situation, and it kind of sucks. So sorry. And I had even earlier that day, okay, this is where I really feel bad, because I had earlier said, people are going to come to this, right? It's not going to be just me sitting in there. And then I don't show up, and I'm apologizing in the chat, and then you know what? The person doesn't even read the chat, because I guess they don't get a notification that I messaged in the chat. And I felt so bad, because they waited there for me, and I was like, oh my god. And you guys want to know the worst part? Is that message was cast onto my TV, and I didn't even realize it because I was in a different room. Because when we were playing with my wife at Lake Forest, we were playing a murder game. And so I had to cast up to the TV to play the murder game. And so I guess my phone was still cast into the TV, and I had no idea because it had been literal hours. And they were like, oh, do you like need us to leave? And I was like, no, you guys can stay, like, because now it's awkward. And so I was like, no, you guys can stay, and Charlie, or my wife, will be home soon. And so like I was like, oh my god, I was embarrassed in all fronts. I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it. My face, oh my god, I was so embarrassed. Anyways, let's talk about Blame. I didn't like it that much. Okay, that's enough of my tangent. That was a fun tangent, though. If you guys thought that story was a real humdinger, a knee slapper, let me know, and I pray it never happens to you, because that was awful. That's like the mom, you know, you're like, the son's going to the bathroom, and then the porn starts playing on the TV. That's what I felt like. Anyways, Blam, it was okay. I really had a hard time understanding what the heck happened. I read through 4 and 5 somewhat quick, but like once I got towards 5, I was really getting lost. I was like, what the heck is happening? I legitimately like could not tell and follow what was happening. Things were moving so fast, which is fine, I guess, as long as there's text. But there's no text. Okay, and then I know I don't talk about endings, but then what the heck was the ending? I don't even. There's no dialogue, like the whole ending. And then they're like, he did it, and I'm like, did what? What did he do? And so I had to look it up online and to figure it out. And I was like, I read this story, and I don't even know what he did. What did getting that turtle dream do? Who's the administrator? What are they aliens? I thought they were Silicon Valley. What's going on with this? So I was very confused with this, okay? I don't even know. I really don't even. It was cool action, really good art. Would I say you need to go out and buy this series? No, not to anyone. I would never say that. Unless they really like Nihei work. But, like, I liked Abara more than this. I liked Noise more than this, but Noise is, I guess, the progenitor to this. But, like, Noise was much better. Noise had a lot of, like, dialogue in it. I could follow what was going on. The middle of it was pretty good, actually. I was really liking the middle, probably, like, Volume 2, or, like, half of 2 into, like, Volume 4. You know, that stretch was really good, but like, how can you write a story where I read 10 volumes and I could not even tell you what the ending was? Like, if I showed you the ending and you have like read like 5 out of 6 volumes of this Master's Edition, and I showed you the ending, you'd be like, what's that mean? You just think it's a random page. It's like, I really don't know. I don't know what this water signifies. I don't know why is he still alive after all these years. I don't even really get what he is. I thought he was a human. Maybe like a cyborg. But like, why, if he's a human, why is he like not aging? So, I don't know. I think I'm just not getting it. But, like, I wasn't about to go look it up all online, and, you know, I already read it. I should be able to get it from this. I shouldn't have to go up online and read it again. So I was really kind of annoyed with that. Yeah, I would not recommend it to anyone unless they really like Nihei's work. But like I said, so far this has been my least favorite Nihei work. Now, Blam! The Electrofish's Escape. Get this. Get this. This is based on the animated film Blam, which is based on the manga Blam. Okay, you're hearing me now? This is the manga movie. The manga based on the movie, which is based on the manga, okay? The manga is based on the movie, and the movie is based on the manga. Okay, so manga, movie, back into manga. This is ridiculous. I like this more than the whole series of Blam. There was words. Look at the text. It's not a lot of text. I'll give you that. It's not a lot. But I was able to get such a better understanding of what was happening. Do I know exactly what's happening? No. Do I have a better idea of who and what these people are? Absolutely. I would have to say, if you have any interest in Blam, to just read The Electrofish's Escape or watch the movie. I mean, if the movie's anything like this manga, which every time I have read a manga based on a movie, it is not better than the movie. Like, just about every time. Even, like, I don't think Weathering With You, I didn't like it as much. I like the anime more, the movie more. And Summer Wars, I mean, I think Summer Wars I might have liked a little bit more because there was an epilogue at the end of it. But, like, I think I even still said the animation is worth checking out for the movie because the animation is so good in Summer Wars. But, like, I've never seen the movie to this, and I've got to say, I think I might want to check it out because this was pretty damn good. I like this a lot. It doesn't cover everything about Killy, but what it does cover is kind of like the Electrofisher arc towards the beginning / middle of the series, which is great. And we get to see these people kind of age up and Killy's effect on them. and they go like 300 years have passed at the end. They're like 300 years have passed and we don't know if we found the guy or not. And I'm like, man, that's cool. I read the whole book, man, and I could not tell you. I think he did. I think he did. But I could not tell you. And if he did, which I think he did, I cannot tell you what it did. I really just could not tell you what effect finding the net terminal gene did. So, anyways, that is my hot takes this week. If for whatever reason you kept watching me babble and bitch about Blam to this point, thank you so much. Please, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I have a feeling this video, if people watch it, I'll probably dip below 1,000 subscribers because Blam's pretty damn popular and I did not like it that much. And also, let me know down below, what would you like for a giveaway? Please make sure you're subscribed and, you know, just give it a post down below, you know, and just say, I would really like this random manga volume that you may have spares of, or I may really like a Right Stuff gift card. I don't know what you guys want. It could be both. It could be one. It could be none. Maybe you have your own ideas in mind for things that I should give away. So, let me know down below. I'll take your thoughts together, tally them up, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.